fab. Your event is starting. And we're on. We're live streaming now, talking about 2K14, about Universe 4.0, and I have a very special guest. He's special because he's stupid. It's Mr. Wesley Lark.
Yay! Hello.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
introduction. Thanks for that.
I know. I appreciate it for you noogieing me for the FIFA 14 picture again. I won't forget that in a million years.
Yeah.
Oh well. So yeah, we've only got 83 people watching us straight away, which is phenomenal.
Not bad.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about live stream because I've got a sneaky suspicion that it was pre-recorded.
Yeah. To make sure they got everything in and they didn't say anything they shouldn't.
Because it looked like there was a lot of bad jump cuts, which most YouTubers would hate. Anyway,
Wow.
but we're going to talk about 2K14. So where should we start? The first
Yes.
major one is rivalries, isn't it?
Rivalries.
Right.
Yay! You can have up to 3. It appears.
Well, 3 different lengths of rivalries, but I think you could probably choose more than 3 rivalries. It can be singles or it can be tag teams. 12 weeks is what's considered a long rivalry, so you go through 3 pay-per-view events on it. So they basically show Daniel Bryan versus Orton, and all these rivalries show all the matches in that rivalry, who's won, who's lost, what's happened, if there was any cutscenes, etc. And they even show rivalries that have happened in the past as well. And if someone has a title belt, for instance, in a rivalry, that belt is automatically assigned to it. So Orton, Daniel Bryan, WWE title, for instance. But no, what do you think, Wes, when it comes to rivalries? Do you think it's any good, or...?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it means that I no longer have to constantly cancel feuds just because I don't want to see that match anymore. It means that you'll be able to kind of see it. They showed like a 12-week one, didn't they, with Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, and so that's kind of always having a significant thing happening to that each time at like a pay-per-view or something. So I think it's awesome. I'm really looking forward to creating rivalries. Shame it seems like you might not be able to do it with 3 people or 4 people or something like that, but still, you can do a couple of rivalries and then swap them over, I guess.
Yeah, and you can also delete them at any one point as well.
Exactly. That's fantastic. Yeah. So you don't have no longer do you have to have David Otunga challenging Daniel Bryan for the title at the same time as challenging someone else for the other title and being every champion there is.
Yeah. Another big thing, at least when I saw when they showed the Orton Daniel Bryan, it's not universe based, but Ziggler's got the sleeper with the scissors as a finisher in WWE 13, doesn't he? But you can use it as a regular move. You can in WWE 2K14. It is a regular move now to have that sleeper with the head scissors.
They did Daniel Bryan, didn't they?
Leg scissors. Surprising Daniel Bryan has it, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, he's the man of a million billion submission moves.
Yeah, they were confirming also when it came to it that submissions, the longer it lasts, it equals more damage. But I thought that was the case in 13 already. Especially if you have a submission locked in, you do gain your signature very quickly. The signature can come up, so debatable on that. We actually counted, and I'll do a comparison video to prove that they do stay down longer. They did a ladder
especially
RKO.
When they come off especially when they come off a ladder on an RKO.
Ladder RKO to the mat was half a minute.
Ages. Orton climbed the ladder, got the belt in all of that time.
Yeah. And that's a 1v1 match. Half a minute is a long period because the barricade smash, you don't even get that. You get about 20 seconds normally. So it could be very interesting.
And with these rivalries, we'll also be able to hopefully have better cutscenes as a result. You know what I mean? They'll kind of flow better. You're not going to be like, oh, I got no cutscene in that whole rivalry. That was great. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But the fact that they stay down longer is a big thing for both of us, isn't it? It's a pet hate of ours sometimes when you do this amazing move and they get up before you do.
I know it's we'll need to see if it affects it even more when there's tables involved, if it's to the ringside or stuff like that, or if it affects us in multi-man matches. But we're going to go to a preview event in a couple of weeks, so we'll hopefully get a chance to thoroughly test it. Pay-per-view modes. You can now have King of the Ring in Universe, and King of the Ring is basically one match, which kind of defeats the point. But I don't know if this applies to pay-per-views. It probably doesn't. But you can change the amount of matches for shows, so you can increase it or decrease it.
Y-
But I don't think
Yeah,
they confirmed that for pay-per-views. They only said it for the, like Raw,
yeah, they
Superstar,
did.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and the minor shows.
Yeah. It'd be nice if you could change them out for pay-per-views as well, because then you could just have the King of the Ring as the pay-per-view, or have the title match as well, or something like that.
Yeah. Well, we'll
Um,
see, but at least you can have a King of the Ring as a pay-per-view. That's the main thing. I'm so pleased just to see that in there. I like doing King of the Rings. I beat Yard on a King of the Ring,
that
and
you cheated every single time. I want to point that out.
I did actually.
I didn't
If I,
label
I
this
think I won one of them
properly at
clean.
all. There we
I
go.
won
There's
at
the King
least
of the Ring.
one clean.
Um,
But yeah, no, that I think it's awesome. You got to see King Kane as a result from what they showed. But
yeah, and they
it means that
showed
you can-
a new choke slam as well.
They did. They showed an awesome looking choke slam.
It's sort of like how the last ride is set up, because Undertaker like takes a few walking steps when they got them in the powerbomb position.
Yeah, yeah.
But instead you have them choked hold, and then you can just walk around for a few steps. So perfect if you're trying to get them on through a table or something of that nature. Makes it a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We'll answer your guys any questions you guys have at the end as well once we've gone through all this, and we're actually going to talk to the comments in the sections, unlike the video on the live stream, which we think is pre-recorded.
The
Pretty
other thing
damn
about
sure it was.
the King of the Ring as well is once somebody's won the King of the Ring, it will then come up in the universe mode that they've won King of the Ring for that year.
Yeah.
So that's a nice thing.
Yeah,
touch
it's
for
sort
people
of
like that.
like a Money in the Bank or a Royal Rumble
Yeah.
when it looks that nature. For Diva fans, you can have Diva title instead of its own Diva segment as it had in last year's game. You can make it a major title belt, so you can make it like the WWE title, but only for Divas. So it's the main event pretty much in every card. Which is good if you're Diva fans and you make your own cars, but with only 7 Divas in the game, it's sort of limiting in a sense. But it's good that it's there.
High ranking rivalry. So the one of the things is in this game, it's got kind of a smart rival manager thing. So basically, it will kind of be more likely to pit higher ranking superstars against each other and lower ranking superstars against each other, so that you're not constantly seeing, as we was kind of talking about earlier, about David Otunga constantly in the title chase, or people that you just have no interest in seeing constantly, win the title or something. Like since when did he stop jobbing? So that's awesome. So that means like Jericho might end up feuding with CM Punk and then move on to a rivalry with Triple H or whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Um,
And it records the rivalries as well, so it tells you all the matches that they had during the rivalry, who won, how they won, what the event was as well.
yeah. Attires as well. You can set what attire they come out in. So
Which is
for John
awesome.
Cena, they showed like 6 different attires, I think, for Cena.
Yeah,
Or
he
you
had,
can
like, WrestleMania
completely make it
29,
random as well. So every time they come out, it's a different attire, which is a great feature if you're someone like Punk who's got multiple attires. So you can have him in the pink, whatever else. I'm
But it's
assuming.
great that they don't have to just see the constant same one every single
Yeah.
time. You can kind of say, no, you can make it either random, or you could say, no, I always want to see him in that one. Or you could just change it at any point. So you're like, no, this match, I want it to be this attire. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
I know they didn't announce superstar threads in any way, but I'm assuming that would apply into the attire segment as well. And what I'm noticing in the screenshot I'm just posted right now, the screen grab I did of the live stream, they have a hit point ratio thing. So they're showing, I'm assuming how much damage they've taken on certain body parts, because this is Cena. Because his body's
Is that what
taken.
leads up to injuries, do you think?
Yeah, the body ratio is at 35% at the moment. So, and it shows on the HUD. That there's some.
Bottoms.
Yeah, he's taken a bit of damage.
That took 107 rock bottoms to get his body at 35% for Cena.
Yeah.
Anyone else would just take one.
And it shows the 3 finishers as well. Obviously, you got the 2 main finishers, and then you got the table finisher. So it's exactly the same as last year.
Yeah.
It also says how many hit points he's got left. So there is a hit point system, which
What does that mean? What's the hit points?
55. Actually, sorry, if I work this out, I'm getting this completely wrong. The hit point ratio is how it goes up to 100%, and total hit points is the amount of hit points you can, is the amount of health.
Oh, is it the likelihood of hitting it, or what?
Well, obviously his body's got more health, so it takes more damage
Okay.
to get his body, but his leg is is most vulnerable. So if you do more leg damage moves,
So
if you
remember
did the
that,
equal
peeps.
number of body damage moves and leg damage moves, the leg will go red first.
If they'd have had the Rick the Model Martel in that, he would have been stuffed with a Boston Crab.
Yeah.
Figure four from Miz. There you go.
Oh yeah, figure four for Miz, that'll kill Cena right out. So someone like Kevin Nash, chances are, we can't confirm this, but I'm assuming you could just put Kevin Nash's leg body ratio to like 0. Um,
He walks into the ring and it
yeah,
quad
quad
goes.
bash. Farts, quad bash. Oh dear. We can make quad jokes on Nash all day, couldn't we? Um,
Yeah.
what else have we got to talk about? Rival.
Shield were in there as tag team champions, if anyone was bothered,
Yeah.
and so was Dean Ambrose is the US
Oh,
champion as well.
I want to say you can basically make TNA Lockdown with the match editor. This is called No Man's Land, and essentially you've got special theme matches like you have King of the Ring and all that.
Yeah.
But No Man's Land is all the matches are either Steel Cage or Hell in a Cells. Um, Steel Cage and Cell matches will be the main event, so maybe only one match then is the main event. But it sounds like it's TNA Lockdown anyway. There is an NXT belt. I don't know if I've taken a picture of it. I'll come back to that one. That shows you the current champions and stats for WrestleMania for like Undertaker and that. There's the rivalry. So you've got 12 weeks remaining for Ryback and Punk. 8 weeks for Santino versus David Otunga. Way too long. And 4 weeks for primetime players versus the Real Americans, which right now that's the case anyway, so not too bad. Millions of dollars. But yeah, you can make it singles and tag teams. It looks like you can't do like triple threat rivalries or anything like that, which you do get from time to time, but hey ho, it might come. They haven't denied it, just only confirmed the singles and the tags. There's the belts, there's the NXT belt for those that want the ECW, the women's title's still there, and then you've got the Divas title. That's just some of the belts. Obviously there's a button for custom belts as well, but we haven't seen that at all. I'm trying to think. You can still make the match pace be fat, quick, normal, or epic.
We got a message. Did we see the NXT belt? I'll just quickly
Yes,
read that one out.
yes.
We did, didn't we?
I just
Well,
showed
you
the
did.
picture. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
I just showed the picture like that just now, so yeah.
Ah,
Alright, this screen grab basically everything from the customized universe is in like one little section now, so you can customize the shows and pay-per-views, you can customize the superstars on who's on the rosters, edit stables and tag teams, edit the belts, who you want who, customize storyline settings, or completely reset the universe if you complete it, hate it. So basically what TNA is doing right now, that's the TNA button, folks. It's completely the TNA button.
TNA. Bing.
Bing.
The only thing you don't get is the superstars from it,
Yeah.
apart from Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Oh dear. Quite a few actually former TNA wrestlers in the game, isn't there? Because they all washed up from WWE back over. I'm trying to think. That's amazingly it. Now I ask for your questions. Battleground won't be in the universe. Just won't happen because it's
They would have
obviously
had no idea around about that.
exactly no. No Way Out is essentially. There's various other ones in there anyway. Nash tweets there goes his quad. Yes, indeed. So anyway, guys, if you've got any questions, we'll answer them. Is WWE.com news? That's essentially what WWE 13 is about. When WWE 13 had... Let me get the image. It tells you about what's been happening the previous week, if anyone's been injured and stuff like that. In WWE 13, it's essentially the same thing, but it tells you what things you haven't read yet. So if there's been explosive rivalry, which in this picture it has between Orton and Daniel Bryan, it's quickly becoming personal. But it's best for business, so that makes no sense, Wes.
I know, it's best for business.
I got banned for saying NWO. The NWO music is in the game because we heard it while they were showing some of the matches. If you want to see the matches, you can go over to WWE's Twitch stream. It should be uploaded very soon for it, and you'll be able to do it on that. They showed off the Bizaiku knee, which is pretty sure is the same animation.
It does look similar, but it's hard to know that kind of move, isn't it?
Yeah. Catapult, yes lock.
No lock.
Oh, no lock. Yeah.
Yes lock. It's yes lock, but yeah.
Which looked... It's kind of weird how they've done it with the catapult, because I know it's maybe the same animation as the catch, but it should be more like a gorilla press flapjack, and he just grabs the arm right near the end, instead of just they kind of land on their feet and then he drags them down, which kind of
Yeah, and then
defeats
it's
the
like, why
point.
did you throw him up in the first place, bro?
Yeah. Um, Payback won't be in now. What? Why did I live stream yesterday? Because I kind of really just wanted a day off for a change with live streaming, and I knew there was going to be a live stream that I had to do after 2K, so I thought I'd do it then. Gets me all
Thanks for
views
the
too.
John Cena questions. John Cena will be returning soon. Don't worry, everybody, soon.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah, if he gets paid. Uh, but yeah, I'm trying to think. I think we've covered most of it. King of the Rings in
Yeah,
universe
yeah.
mode. Ladder, you do stay down longer by the looks of things. Replay. Oh yeah,
Yes.
replays. They show the whole move animation now because in the past it kind of stopped like right near the end of the animation on a replay.
Yeah.
But this time it shows the whole thing. But it still kind of misses out points because they were showing the Rock Cena match and they missed out the end Rock bottom. They went straight for the pin, which was kind of weird to say the least. But there is a new Rock bottom animation anyway, isn't there? I believe. Wes?
Hmm?
New Rock bottom animation.
Yeah, awesome looking.
Yeah,
Absolutely
well,
awesome.
with the catch anyway. People think it looks kind of pointless. I saw it beforehand. It makes sense though because he has done it. He's caught people from the top rope, so not for a while, but he's done it. It's better than Triple H's catch. Rope
Oh no, I
physics.
love his catch one's awesome. It's better than his
Oh, the
catapult.
catapult is stupid. Rope physics, as far as we're aware, it's exactly the same as 13. It's not like 2011 in any shape or form. In fact, I did ladder matches on the old bit, the build on SummerSlam in LA, and knocked HBK off the ladder, and he didn't bounce into the ropes or anything like that. So it's same physics, which kind of disappointing. But that might have been changed when the full model comes out. They didn't really show someone falling off the ladder apart from the RKO, didn't they? Did they? So
Yeah, he was down for ages. He was knocked
he was
out.
down for 32 seconds. Because the guy who
In
was
yards
Orton.
count, which probably means it was 10 seconds.
No,
But
I was
one.
using my clock at the time. So unless Windows is completely wrong, it was 32 seconds. So
No, you're probably about right. I think. Do you know what? Funny you should say that. If you go back to, well, if you go back to my massive WWE 2K14 preview on the Games Dungeon channel, when I did the guy falling off the through the ring, what did I say? That was 32 seconds that I counted for that. Wasn't it funny if it was exact and I counted right?
yeah. You don't even know your own video. That's just shocking.
Yeah, but no, because it was ages ago. Come on, it's got decent.
I was wondering, are there any ruthless aggression arenas in the game? No, they didn't show any, but I mean, because it's
Because of
WrestleMania.
the whole 30 years of WrestleMania.
Yeah, but it's just be the WrestleMania arenas. It won't be any like backlash or anything like that. You'd have to make them
Oh, yeah.
yourself. There was a quick image of Clash of the Champions, but then again, that was in 12, so just keeping the images in there. There's no point taking those little small images out. They don't take much space. So no multiple minor belts for one show, huh? Ugh. Yeah, you could never really do that anyway, could you? Yeah, you get one single, but you could have the same single belt, like in 13, where you have the US belt on both
Should we
Raw
just
and
do a quick
SmackDown.
run through again, Yard, for all the people that have just joined us?
Yes, we
in
can
regards to
do.
the Universe
I'll
mode?
let you go on it.
Okay. So, first of all, the main thing is there are now rivalries. You can delete rivalries. You can create your own rivalries, which is great because it means that you can stop people that you don't want to be rivaling straight away, and you can create whatever rivalry you feel fit to do, which is pretty awesome. Also, high-ranking people are going to be much more likely to face high-ranking people in rivalries and feuds. You can have tag rivalries, you can have single-player rivalries as well. As well as that, WWE.com aspect of it, which you can see in the picture there, has loads of kind of news, and it seems to be much more informative than it has been in the past, which is pretty cool. There's details and histories of rivalries as well as attire tweaks. Yes, so that basically means you can either set a superstar's threads to be random or a particular thread if you want to see a particular attire throughout the universe mode. But you can change that at any time as well. You can. I don't know. I think you can only do three rivalries at any one time because at one point Aubrey mentioned you could have three tag team rivalries if you wanted, but Yard thinks it's just that was just a particular screen. But we'll see. Um,
Because three
Irrespective
rivalries
of that.
seems a bit too small in my opinion.
Yeah, but you're only going to really focus on a few at any one time, really, aren't you?
Yeah, but if you're
Um,
gonna have a divas feud and stuff like that,
yeah, I guess
there's
so.
more than three rivalries. In fact, if you check them, if you check some of the
Oh
one
yeah,
of
no,
the
you're
pay per
right. You're
views, I
right.
think there was 4 or 5. You know, it said rivalry
You can
match,
only
rivalry
three of your
match.
own. Maybe you can only maybe you can do
No,
three.
no, I
No,
think it's
yeah,
just
I'm probably wrong.
yeah.
So anyway, there's a King of the Ring mode added now to pay per view, which is great. So that means you can add King of the Ring pay per view. It seems there's a whole other bunch of matches before the actual King of the Ring tournament, but oh well.
Yeah, it's
Um,
considered one match, which kind of
yeah.
defeats the point.
Divas can have now a major title belt. So one of the major title belt can be a Divas title if you so wish. So you could have your own Divas show, although it would probably have to also have actual superstars on it because you could have to have 15 minimum, isn't it?
Well, if it was a complete roster of one of
Show.
divas, yeah, you would need to get. I think it was
Yeah.
15's the minimum. So yeah.
So just put like David Otunga on there. Uh, any other wrestlers that that suck.
Yeah, just to make NXT divas because there
Yeah,
should
or
be
just
more than enough.
download custom ones because
Yeah.
there's gonna be loads when they come out. So there you go, and you can reduce matches in the minor shows as well. So if you don't want, and you want a few matches in SmackDown or NXT or whatever you create
Oh,
for yourself.
I've worked out now the rivalries. It looks like you can get 3 for each brand.
Oh, there you go. So I was
That
right.
la-
Three for
that
each brand.
yeah, because I'm just
That
looking
makes sense.
I'm looking on the screenshot now, and they're showing
Yeah.
Raw and SmackDown, and obviously, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, three of each.
Well, that's pretty
So
cool. As you can see as well from previous screen, anyway, Shield are tag champions in it. Ambrose is
believe in Shield.
US champ. Braving the road.
Believe in Shield.
Which is pretty cool. There's obviously cutscenes during matches as well, which is nice.
Nice, that's nice.
And hopefully it means cutscenes are going to work this year. So that's a positive sign. And the rivalries can last up to 12 weeks. So that's essentially 3 pay-per-views worth
Yeah.
of a rivalry, which
And
which
if
is
you,
fair because I
yeah,
feel like you get bored anyway.
and especially if you're going to start a feud at Royal Rumble, they'll carry you all the way to WrestleMania, so you can have the classic main event,
Exactly.
massive style matches as well.
And you can basically bring Stone Cold Steve Austin back to WrestleMania 30 to have a rivalry of David Otunga.
Yeah, that'll be the best match ever. All you can see is lawyers just queuing down the aisle.
It just ends on one stunner, straight from the get go. Stunner over.
Yeah, the
Greatest match
entrance will be
ever.
longer for Tonga than the match. Yeah.
Oh, lovely stuff. So there you go, peoples. That is a quick rundown of all the latest. Is there anything I missed? I probably did.
Oh, no, I don't think. I think that's
But
everything.
in regards to the core aspect of things, yeah, that's pretty
2K
much.
should hopefully have the live stream recording on their Twitch channel very shortly. They normally post it onto YouTube as well, so you'll be able to pick the pieces up on that as well. But other than that, I think we pretty much covered it. Yeah, rivalry matches are labelled as rivalry matches. When you see it, it tells you what type of match they are as well.
Good.
And could you have 3 rivalries from each show? Yes. Did I hear the Rock Hill Hollywood theme? I can't. I didn't. I wasn't paying attention to that theme. I heard the NWO, but good chance it probably was there. Um, can you buy American Badass Undertaker without getting Undertaker Edition? It's normally 90 days, but they haven't confirmed that, but it probably will be. Um,
90 days.
no show intros. Yeah, they didn't show any show intros, but I think they just basically skipped them. I think there's an option to get in the settings for that. They showed a rock bottom. They didn't show the finisher rock bottom though. I don't think.
No, but the catch one looks awesome anyway. So
Yeah.
I can just imagine that getting overused to heck.
Yeah, we
I
don't
just-
know if the Shield. We don't know if Shield has the triple power bomb yet. I reckon it was pre-recorded the video.
Yeah, it did seem like that. Yeah, because
Uh,
stuff got cut in a very weird way.
yeah, very kind of big gaps in the cuts as well. So maybe they had issues with recording and they just thought, oh, we'll just pre-record it, save some time and hassle. But other than that, I'm going to turn the live stream off, guys, because we've got 24 minutes, and for people wanting to watch this talking about it. We want it quite short for them. So, but thank you very much, and we'll catch you soon. If you haven't already, subscribe to me. Click the subscribe button. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to Wes's channel on the Games Dungeon to check out the John Cena show.
And yeah, I'd put a nice link for you for the games.
No,
Dungeon
I'm not going to give you a link. Fuck that. You just find it in Games Dungeon. And we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Take an ad. Take an ad. Take an ad. Where's the ad button? Ad button. Insert. Yes. Ad insertion was successful. Add another one. Successful. Bye.